What's happening, everybody? Alright, it is Sunday, May 8th, 11:36 Central Time right now. We're in Heidel, whatever, Heidel something, Heidel whatever. I forget the name of it. Heidel something, Heidel Heights or whatever, Texas. We're on US 190 heading westbound. We're just almost into Temple. That might help you out there. And actually going to be turning right here onto the Loop 363. Alright, so yeah, it's a short distance from here. We're going to be delivering to the HEB distribution center in Temple. HEB DC is actually right off of this loop, but on the other side of I-35. Speaking of I-30, we're like, whoa, I don't know where Temple is. Well, Temple is on I-35. And as you see here from the sign right here to my right, and right ahead of me, it says Waco 41 miles. Yeah, if you get on I-35 and drive a little more than about a half hour-ish drive north from where we run into I-35, that'll take you right into Waco. But where's Waco? Well, Waco's also on I-35. It is now I-35 is the major corridor that runs from Laredo, Texas, up through San Antonio and Austin, and then up through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and eventually up to Kansas City, and also through Oklahoma City. So that'll help you out with locating I-35. Waco is, I don't know what I call it, about an hour or so drive, or hour and a half drive, whatever the hell it is, I don't remember, south of, it should be, actually, since I mentioned that, I have a pre-planned to pick up a reload tomorrow after I'm done with this one at our Fort Worth drop yard, and I'll be getting paid just over 120 deadhead miles to get up there, so that'll tell you about how far it is from DFW. Less than that from the DFW Metroplex, but actually from our drop yard itself is about 120 miles. And that's from Temple. So Waco being a good 35 miles north of Temple, probably more like 90 or so miles from Waco to our drop yard, if even that. Alright, anyway, this is that Coca-Cola load that I picked up in Auburndale, Florida. It's a load of citrus beverages, basically. That's what we always pick up there. And we're going to be delivering it tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., so we got daytime conditions here. We're gonna stop at the CEFCO truck stop. It's about a mile away from the receiver. I have been to that truck stop before in videos. Like I said, I've been to the Temple Walmart DC a number of times, and I have previously posted YouTube videos of me going to that DC. Normally, though, when I come to this CEFCO station, I'm coming from the Killeen area, and I'm coming up I-35 from I-14. You better hurry up, car. Alright, thank you. Now, this is a different route in, because I'm coming from Florida, so what I did was I took I-10 across from Lake City, Florida, over to Houston. Then I went through I took 610 on the north side of 610 across to the west side of Houston, and got on US 290. Went west on 290 until I got into Bernhard, or whatever that town is called. where it runs into State Route 36. Took 36 up to Milano. And when I got to Milano, got on US 190, and now we're on 190 the rest of the way. Actually, we're on Loop 363 from 190 now. And I don't know what the locals call Milano. They might call it Milano, whatever. It's because, I mean, looking at people who called, in Milan, Missouri, everyone calls them Milan over there, and I'm like, that's the stupid American way to pronounce it, because that town is named after the city in Italy. I've looked that one up. It's actually named after the city in Italy. And I've personally been to Italy, and I know how Italians pronounce it, and it's Milano. And, Milano, it's just, the O is just identifies gender, and that's it. It's Milan. And Americans call Milan, Italy, Milan. So, without getting into much argument on that. So, when I see Milano, Texas, that's how I'm going to pronounce it. It's Milano. I don't care how it's pronounced locally. That's how I'm going to call it. That's obvious. That's a clearly Italian word there to me. So, that's the way I'm going to pronounce it. We're not too far away from the CEFCO station or from I-35. We got this left curve right here in front of us, and then a really short straightaway, and then another left curve, and then I-35 will be right there in front of us. After I picked up this load, I ended up going ahead and doing a 10-hour break right there at the Loves in Polk City, because I didn't want to. I had plenty of time to work with, as you see here, and it's not even noon yet on Sunday, and my load's not due until tomorrow morning at 5. I did a full 10-hour break in Polk City, Florida, that I didn't even really need to take. I could have ran straight from the shipper and gotten here in 2 shifts. So I could have been here dark 30 last night. But I chose to take a 10-hour break so I didn't have to deal with as I call it, the I-75 shit show. Friday afternoons on any day of the week is bad enough on I-75. Not like it really bogs down, but there's just too much traffic. It's not worth the hassle. 3 lanes and there's just too much traffic. You get one idiot slowing you down, and then it's hard to get around them because there's too much traffic. So it's less hassle to just get out of that area during when it's a lot quieter. So I ended up running up from there through took I-4 across over to US 92. I think it's 92. Yeah, take 92 up through Dade City. And end up running into I-75. I forget what the name of that town is. But yeah, it's not a hell of a long distance away from where the Florida Turnpike is. And then continued up I-75 to I-10 from there. I did have a little bit of drama there because my fuel gauge was trying to tell me that I was like bingo fuel, which means like get to a truck stop and get fuel ASAP. But I knew it wasn't that low because I started my shift with more than a third of a tank of fuel, not too far below a half. And when I got to before I could even get to Dade City, I was getting low fuel indications, and that's barely even like 70, 80 miles. So I knew there was something not right there. I just wasn't sure if it was an indication problem or if it was just my fuel all transferring into the right side tank or what, I don't know. Alright, so right here is the CEFCO station. We'll find a spot to back into here. Looks like a pretty good number of trucks already here in the lot, but I can't imagine at this day and hour that I won't find parking. Look like I might have something over here by this yellow SPD truck. If not, between that flatbed and tanker on the other side might be doable. Nope, that's occupied. That's not occupied, but it's dumpster in that spot. How about next to FCC? Definitely a spot over here next to that green truck. No, there's a drop trailer right there. Okay, so I'll get turned around and I'll park next to that green truck. Can't believe how crowded it is here right now. And these are wide spots, so it's real easy to park in these spots. Lots of room there on the other side of me, as you can see. As long as that camera's recording. And if you saw my recent video of me delivering in Orlando, you might wonder why I only had the driver's side camera working and not both. And my answer to that is, good question. I don't know. I'm not sure why it wasn't recording, but it wasn't. And it did start to record after I changed out the SD cards. So, not really sure, but at least I got the important side, which was that. But there was other content in that video that I wanted to get with that right side camera, like the truck in the door next to me when I was trying to leave. I wanted to give you a good idea how close I was to my my trailer door hitting that guy's mirror and all that, his hood mirror. Would have been nice. But it is what it is. Okay, I don't want to have this run too long with chatter. I want to try to keep these videos reasonably short. So why don't we go ahead and pause this, and we'll continue this when we go to make the delivery. Because I don't know how much content I'm going to have there going here to the 2 mile or so trip from here to the DC. How much footage I'm going to need actually once I'm on the DC's property, on the HEB's property, and not to mention get back out of there. So we'll press on here in the morning when it's time to deliver, okay? Alright guys, it's time for us to go make our delivery now. Let me get this set up. Alright. Change my status too.
You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
Okay, now we are ready. Alright, so the driveway for HEB is literally right after the Walmart DC that I usually come over here for. I'm going to go ahead and take this route out. Okay, so, alright, so. Normally I try to turn my headlights off. I'm facing at somebody's backing, but he was resetting and was barely only going to be pointing at him for a very short amount of time. Turn you down here. I don't know. Wait. Actually, let's leave that up to kind of help with viewer visibility of me on the interior camera. A little bit early for that. Okay, I got a truck coming in. I don't know if he's going to turn into the driveway or onto the street that I'm on, so I'll wait for him. Looks like he might be coming onto the street. Yeah. the option there if he was going to try to go for the driveway first. Then I had to give him the courtesy of letting him have the option without me pulling out in front of him. I had a feeling he was going to turn onto the street, but I didn't want to make any assumptions. Okay, so I didn't look at very many reviews on this place, but I got enough view from the satellite and from what few reviews I did get that it's generally a favorable experiences here. Now, when you get into the lot, there's a staging lot you pull into immediately after you get into their lot, and now I'm finally getting up to speed. Right when the other guy finally decides to move over to pass me. Yeah, see, he ended up dropping back behind me now. Turn that on too. We're going to be exiting. It'll be an off-ramp. It's kind of weird how this loop is. There's some areas where it's like an at-grade crossing like this here is. And then you go a little further up here, and basically where this other truck is in front of us, after you pass this Wilson Art, you got Windland Road. That's the street that the receiver is on. It's actually a limited access ramp. Okay, so anyway, we get into there, we'll park in the staging area and then walk our bills up to the guard shack. Yeah, a number of other, there's some other places I recall are like that. I actually like my recent delivery in Lathrop, California. It was the exact same way. It's just a much smaller staging lot in Lathrop. From what I see online, on the satellite view, this staging lot that I'm going to be pulling into is a pretty good size. I'm going to move over here to the left because I have a left turn to make. So right here next to us is the Walmart DC that I normally deliver to when I come here. There are some other warehouses over here on the streets to the right and up ahead, so I don't know if that guy's just being a lollygagger or if he's going to one of the warehouses on the right, turning onto the side, one of these side streets. I don't know. Right here, after the guy with the flashing lights on the left, is where the driveway is for the Walmart DC. And the very next driveway here, right after you pass the Walmart DC, the first driveway here is where we're going to turn into, or actually the second one. Find ourselves a spot to park in, and then this seems a little bit chaotic here though, with the way trucks are parked. Really this full? Header board over there. All right. Man, what a mess. mean, you're supposed to park and walk your bills up, but where the hell am I supposed to park? Is that a spot over there? Make sure I stay clear of this guy. Yeah, we're good. I can't tell if that's a spot right there or not. Damn it. Yeah, I think it is one, but got a truck coming here. So I'm gonna get past the blind side into that line, into that spot over there. I'm off on my position. Pull forward. Trying to double check where I'm actually at. I might have to go here just to be sure where if I'm pointing into an open spot. Yeah, it's definitely open. I just had a space here for the tractor without going over a curb, so. Damn it, you fucker. What the hell happened there? Look like it's occupied now. Okay, so I'm apparently pointing at the wrong spot. I'm pointing at the spot I just came out of, the area I just came out of. Let me get out of this guy's way. I need to go further down the lane there. There is an open spot over there, but I'm on the probably just this is bullshit. I might go ahead and back it all the way up. And just, alright. Alright, yeah, we should be alright here. Back all the way up here until I can actually see the spot that I want. Then I can double check where I actually need to be. I can do a more standard blindside setup into it. Alright, this is the one I want. Yeah, that right here on the other side of this white truck's the one I want. Figure out what this long nose is doing. trying to pull out there, Lumos? Go for it. If you're trying to pull forward, I'm trying to set up the blind side into the spot here. Alright, yeah. The problem of I can't get into the spot. I can't even set up for the spot until he pulls far enough forward. Hopefully it won't take very long. Then there's the question of will he get far enough forward before someone else pulls into the lot? Yeah, it should be fine, but taking a sweet ass time getting out of the way. Double check, yeah, it is open. I mean, it looks like I can also pull through on the other side, but the problem is getting around so I can do that. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I'm well positioned there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I am well positioned there. If I keep going like I am, I don't have to worry about hitting the damn on blind side. A little bit too close to him. I'm gonna have to pull forward and reset. I'm too close to this guy on my right. I can't. Come on. I gotta wait on this other truck coming up to go by before I can reset. Normally I would have done a serpentine move here to get my tandems further away from him right away, but I was close enough coming in that I didn't want to do the serpentine because I was concerned about getting too close to his this guy over here's driver's side mirror. So I elected to go ahead and move forward, go straight in there as much as I can and come back out and then serpentine. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and check in. I think I remember seeing on or hearing somebody say something to the effect of make sure you have your tractor license plate info and whatever else. Don't know you really need the trailer license plate, but sounds like you do need the tractor license info. So see how that goes. I'll let you know more when I get through checking in. Alright guys, I'm finally ready to dock in. I've been here just over 2 hours now. Status there changed. Wait for that guy to go by. Come on, you get it. Alright, finally changed my status. little dolly wall in. Use the right lane like him. I just realized I got this this little brick path thing here, this rock path here, and this guy's walking on that you're supposed to use. So, yeah, I was just reading this sign here. This road not intended for pedestrian traffic. So when you're gonna check in, they don't want you walking along this road here. They want you to use that path there and then cross over. Alright guys, all you do is pull up here. The guy will give you your door assignment info right here. You don't even go up to the guard shack itself. Morning.
Scott.
Yes.
Dock door 547. Go check in at 422.
Okay.
Check in first, okay?
Check in first.
Yes.
Okay, so it says check in over door 422 first before I dock in. It's kind of sounding a little bit reminiscent of Stater Brothers. Guessing 547 will be on the other side of the building, and 422 will be over here, maybe where that little annex is, over by where the yard jockey is at. Oh, this is 100 row. Yeah, it's all 100 row all the way through, so yeah, I'll have to go around. Okay, I see the 400 row. It's the other, it's the dock doors that face this direction. So 500 is probably, I'm gonna guess, the other side of this building or over there where that other truck's coming from. I'm gonna guess it's the other side of this building over here because, all right, there's. At 422. Okay, I see, yeah, that annex over there, so I'm guessing we find a spot to back into over here first. Or pull up like this guy did or something. I'm not really sure, but I don't want to be blocking dock doors, so Might need to wait for dolly wall. I was thinking just backing into one of these drop spots, but dolly wall where he's at, I can't get into one of these spots. I do see an opening here. Yeah, this guy right there walking is, he parked behind me and he's walking his bills up, but I said, I don't want to be sitting here blocking dock doors if I don't need to be, so, I mean, it shouldn't take that much for me to put it in the drop spot here. That's sticking out of there though, so I don't know. See what I can do here. Be a late chasing it, but if it means getting that trailer in there safely. And being out of the way, it's this is a testament to how lazy other drivers are. Parking right where they're blocking dock doors. You're not. Don't do that, you guys. All right, so I'll get checked in there, and then he said go ahead and dock in, open doors and all that, and I'll give me a call when they're done. Okay, and he did confirm to me that 500 row is the other side of this building here in front of me. It's one thing to stop there in front of the building there where you're not blocking any dock doors, but then when you do that, you're blocking the drop spots. So it really is best to just, if possible, put it in a drop spot so everybody can go by you and other people can still park and whatnot. Or do like what this guy is doing here. Well, this guy staying out of the way, parked right there, and is walking over to get his bill. So that's pretty smart. All right, it was 547, I believe. Yeah, and I gave him the blue card. So, but yeah, door 547 is where we're going to. Okay, looks like it's going to be on the other side. That 529 is the last door. These are really well labeled here. They have like big red and white labels on top of each door that you can easily see even with trucks docked in. I like this setup here. There's a pretty good amount of room to work with here to dock in. Doesn't look super tight by any stretch, but it doesn't look like there's enough room for a straight back. Okay, I can see 547 up there. It's about the third door away from some kind of a gap up there. Figure out where this guy is going. Look like he might be docking into 539 or one of the low 540s. I'm gonna go ahead and get my doors open now since I'm out of the way. Alright, so while we're waiting on this guy, this was a good example where make sure you have a pair of bolt cutters in your truck if possible, because not a cable seal. An ordinary pair of diagonal cutters or tin snips is not going to do a very good job on that. Even the bolt cutters to an extent don't only work so well because we can't get the bolt cutter far enough onto it. It makes it more difficult to fray it to a point where it'll cut or it'll come apart. Figure out where this HEB driver is going to go. I think this guy might need a reset though. This trailer looks like it might be alright, but I don't know if this tractor will make it without needing a reset. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, he does need a reset. Now, the downfall of being over here on this end there is I can't go around them because I have to wait for them to get all the way in before I can get around, before there's enough room, but I think we should be alright there now. Oh, this is going to be real easy. Now, both the adjacent doors are wide open, so pointed at this trailer here. Tracking a little bit wide. Tell by where I'm at in relation to the tire marks there too, but looks like we're good there. Alright, so even if there were trucks in the adjacent doors, it wouldn't have been a problem. It looks like there's plenty of room between the doors, and I wouldn't call it super wide lane, but it's definitely not a narrow lane either. So shouldn't be very difficult for even a new driver to get in the doors here. Alright, well, we'll finish this off here when we're done, when we're ready to leave, right? Alright guys, we're all done here finally. It is 10:20 almost, so more than 5 hours after my appointment time. Don't know why it took so long, but oh well. We're not going to complain about it. We'll talk about that more in a second here. Get my doors shut and get out of here. Alright, let's get out of here. Trailer is confirmed empty. So now I'll go back over to shipping, receiving office, and get our bills back, and we'll get out of here. This guy looks like he needs to reset. I'll let him reset real quick. I've got some other traffic trying to come the other way, so what's that say? Lickety Split Express out of Quincy, Illinois. I've been to Quincy before. I made a delivery or no, was it a pickup? I don't know. One of the two when I was with Sierra England. They have a cave over there that you go into to. I can't remember if it was load or unload. I can't remember. Quincy is basically up near the Mississippi River, right by the Missouri and Illinois border. Cave deliveries or pickups are always interesting. Park my truck over here out of the way just so I can, I don't know, yeah, so I get to my bills without having to deal with that shit show over there. I don't mind walking a little bit, or better yet, let's go over. I'll come over here. I don't want to be blocking dock doors if I don't have to be blocking them. And this is seems to be a good spot right here where it's out of the way and do what I got to do. All right, guys, let's get out of here now. Let's see. I don't know if they need to check the inside of the trailer, but I have a gate pass here. We'll have to stop at the guard shack on the way out. I will be prepared for that just in case. Nice warm day now. It's 89 degrees. That's not even noon yet, so definitely nice weather out here. slide over so he has time to come out. Gets him out of the door a little bit faster. But the guy in front of the guy that was following me didn't play along, so that didn't work out quite as well. Yeah, I'm gonna say, glad I'm not driving a lowboy. I'd have a hard time getting over this little hill there with a lowboy. Huh, there's a sheriff vehicle here. Interesting. Okay, outside lane is OTR trucks, inside is HEB. I don't know if I don't know if they need me to open the doors or if they kind of stay in their truck rule, but find out here. All right, time to roll here. They do, in fact, need to check your the inside of your trailer before you leave. So when you pull out of the dock door, unless you have more freight inside your trailer, might as well just leave the doors open until you get to the guard shack. And I think I also learned if I come here again, I'll probably just park in that same spot if I end up getting a 500 door again and have to check in first. Good out of the way spot. See, that's convenient. Not very difficult to walk at all. Especially when some of the 400 series dock doors are right there in front of you. Alright, so from here we're going to get back on the eastbound side of the loop. Head north on I-35. It'll take us right over to Fort Worth. We'll be stopping probably at the Pilot in Robinson. I can top off the reefer unit with more fuel and get a drink or whatever and finish driving the rest of the way up to Fort Worth. And we'll have another video for you guys when I get to the Fort Worth yard, just for you guys enjoyment. So I never know. Also, might get some JCT drivers who are relatively new to the company, or at least new to the Fort Worth yard, to get an idea where it's at and how it's arranged and all that. Yeah, dude, you don't have to swing that wide. You won't hit the curb. I didn't use the other lane to make that turn. Alrighty. Now, I could also stop at the Fuel City that's right around the corner from where our drop yard is. Literally right down the street, but I'll probably go ahead and opt for stopping at the Pilot. I'll have to check fuel prices there as well, because if the price is reasonable enough, well, then again, I don't know. A lot of times I can get cheaper fuel on the way up 287 between Fort Worth and Amarillo, so we'll take a look at that in a bit here. See how it goes. Definitely want to get as much fuel as I can for while I have a chance to get it for something below the national average price. Slide over here so I don't have to worry about. Oh, anyway, I-35 is straight ahead, and don't need to drag this one on too much, especially with how much time got spent trying to even get parked in the damn staging lot. Or once I was on their property trying to get checked in and docked in and all that. I'm sure that's plenty enough footage for you guys. So I'm going in this here. It's right up here. You're gonna make a left turn onto I-35 northbound to get up to Fort Worth from here. So, and it's also how to get to Waco. We're actually at Robinson, where that pilot is that I was talking about. So that'll be a plan. Again, I'll have a new video for you guys, more likely from the Fort Worth drop yard. Alright, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Alright, y'all have a great day.